What up, people? What up, world? This is Mr. You Know Who It Is, aka G-Man Live, aka G-Man Live, Fed Wanted, aka G-Man Keeps It Real. What up, people? What up, world? Debunking Black. Hashtag Debunking Black. Hashtag Civil War. Hashtag Mr. You Know Who It Is. This is my new shit. Share it on all your social medias, all your websites, whatever, what have you. Let's get right into this. Debunking black, dark-skinned women. Debunking black, dark-skinned women. I'm going to be honest. I have not seen all of the feel sorry for me, woe is me, I'm not promoted enough in the media, you don't see me in the limelight, dark-skinned videos. I have not seen all of them, but I have seen a couple from the one and only infamous Miss Chrissy. I can't remember the names of the videos, but that's neither here nor there on this topic. But I do want to discuss some key elements, some points, some phrases, some sentences she made about the plight of dark-skinned women. And before I decided to go about doing a video about debunking black dark-skinned women, I had the idea of making a video about entitled women, but I figured that this would be the perfect fit for the whole black entitled women motif. I feel like this video will really broaden out the spectrum. I think it will really hone in on who really feels entitled out here. So we're going to just go ahead and proceed with this. So Miss Chrissy, who is making a Divine Dark Skin magazine, who feels the need to tell black men that they aren't asserting themselves enough in the hood, that the quote-unquote educated lames, or like BGSM said, the classic man, or the cream brothers, or whatever we call ourselves, the creme de la creme, the elite black men, you know, that we're not man enough to stick it to the man, or the dominant race, the white man. We're not tough enough and rough enough to tell the white man that these dark-skinned women need to be promoted, and we love dark skin, and dark skin is for everybody. Everybody should love some chocolate. You know, Chrissy is basically saying that black men are not giving the dark-skinned women their due. We're not paying our debts to them. You know, we're not giving them a platform. Chrissy is basically looking for a handout from black men who, if I'm not mistaken, she doesn't really feel like that anyway. She doesn't even really like these quote-unquote classic men, cream brothers, or light-skinned men, light brown skinned men. You know, she really ain't even feeling them like that. She even stated that most of the women of her hue, or dark-skinned women, really don't go for the light brights, or the classic man, or the ELs, educated lames, or, you know, however we're perceived. The soft-spoken man, the man that's introverted in the back, you know, not really saying too much. So, I mean, in previous videos, I have said that I don't even see why this is even a conversation, why this is even a big argument. I don't even see why educated lames or classic men are even really bothered with these entitled women, aka these dark-skinned women. Because it's mostly dark-skinned women I see trying to do a lot of self-promotion, a lot of self-proclaiming. Like the rapper T.I. He is the self-proclaimed king of the South, but nobody really gave him that title. He gave himself that title. So you got a lot of women like Chrissy, the girl that swirls. A lot of these black women going their own way, groups and groupies and leaders. The Nicole Littles and all them. You got a lot of these dark-skinned women who feel like we're not loved enough, and the black men that are out here, they're not loving us enough, and the white men, the media, they're not loving us enough, and we need all the promotion we can get, and we need to see more dark butts. We need to see more bell pepper nosed women. We need to see more chicken butt nosed women. We need to see more African features in women. And it's not fair that light-skinned women are being perpetuated and being put on a pedestal, and that they're stealing our African ancestry, and these biracials, they claim they're black, but we're the real dark-skinned black women. You know, it's a lot of divide. It's a lot of divide. This is a dividing mechanism. This is a separatist mechanism. A lot of these dark-skinned black women are separatists, because they will sit here and tell you that nobody loves them. But I see boatloads of these dark-skinned women being pursued and catcalled, and I see most of them being grabbed up by a lot of Latinos and a lot of white men. Some Asian dudes dig y'all. I even heard a lot of these swirling community women say that that's the case, that they go interracially. And I don't understand how the media is really affecting anything in your life. I don't see how the media not promoting the most African looking women is affecting your dating life, your working life, your career life. I don't see how it's putting you down, because they only put up white women or biracial women. Now, I do notice the whole biracial thing being promoted in the media. I do notice that. I do notice that there are a lot of mixed families being shown. A dark-skinned black man with a white woman in the Cheerios commercials, and they have a biracial kid, okay? But that's a norm today. They say that they prefer dark-skinned men, but who do you see dark-skinned men with? Do you see them with white women? A brother like me who is brown-skinned, but I've been called light-skinned, you know, I do look towards dark-skinned women as, you know, the first pick, the first draft pick when it comes to dating. But I often see a lot of them with a white man or another race of man altogether. It is what it is. Even the likes of You Heard Me First Time, she tried it out with some Indian or Asian dude who I've heard was trying to get a passport, but it didn't work out. And they didn't work out, and it didn't go anywhere. Not because she looked like a black woman, not because she had African features, it's because he probably thought the bitch was crazy. For lack of better words. He probably thought the bitch was cuckoo. You Heard Me First Time did not state that, you know, well, let's put it like this. She made this video about her childhood and how she was being picked on by the African American or the black community, or like the like the Big Child like to call it, Blackistan. She was being picked on by Blackistan. She said, oh, well, you know, I used to wear goofy clothes and I was the outcast. You know, I didn't have much of a cool, hip personality, but I got along with people, but people didn't get along with me. So basically, she was a lame. So I say that to say this, okay? She had an Asian dude. So it wasn't about the features. It wasn't about her being dark-skinned or black. Because the Asian dude or the Indian dude, whoever it was, they got with her. Okay. I see a lot of dark-skinned women with other races of men. I don't understand what the whole entitlement thing is, like that black men need to promote you heavily. I don't understand that. But here we go. It wasn't the skin color. It wasn't the bell pepper nose. It was not the featureism or the texturism or any of these other isms that women like Chrissy like to throw out there, that, oh, this is why the dark-skinned woman life is so hard. It's so hard. You know. It was a fucking personality, or lack thereof. Because you heard me first time, when I hear her talk, she has a very dull, monotone voice. Now, I've heard a lot of brothers say that it's super annoying. I mean, it can be with the subject she talks about. That can be super annoying, because it's like it's a broken record with no end. But, you know, I don't find her voice that annoying, but I can tell that she is not all the way embedded into black culture. I can tell that she isn't one of those black girls that you listen to and you're like, oh, well, she's a real nigga. Like she's really from the hood. Like she's really from that upbringing. No, she doesn't carry herself like that. She doesn't sound like that. And maybe that's what attracted the Asian or Indian dude. But I don't think that it held him. I don't think that it interested him that long. I think that she became dull and dry and lame. She was corny. A lot of these dark-skinned women are corny and lame, if that's hard to believe. Because, you know, the dark skin of men and women is associated with the struggle, so to speak. You know, this is what we talk about on a day-to-day basis. You know, oh, well, the light-skinned people have a great life and dark-skinned people have a bad life, which is not always the case. Because you got a lot of Africans, and I mean blue-black Africans, who are living high on the hog. They live around me, matter of fact, and they're doing very well for themselves. They don't seem to have a problem out here in society. I don't see these motherfuckers complaining about entitlement and what they are owed and why they're not being promoted on the TV. They don't even want nothing to do with blacks in America. For the simple reason that we sit around and bitch and moan and cry, which this is a very keen example to why I'm making this video, because it's about dark-skinned women and aka entitled women who feel like they should be plastered all over the TV, and they feel like if black men are promoting us, we don't need them, ladies. We don't need them. We can do it ourselves. I'm gonna make magazines and I'm gonna promote us on TV. We need more of us. Okay, you need more dark-skinned women on TV. Okay, well, what was the Insecure show? What about the show Chewing Gum? Dark-skinned women all over the place. Issa Rae is dark-skinned. The girl that played Molly is dark-skinned. You got examples there. But then they want to say, oh, well, they're not pretty enough. We need pretty examples. We need better examples. We need the bell pepper nose. Well, what happened to that African model? You know, you got, the actress Lupita or whatever, who played in 12 Years a Slave. She played in other movies as well, but she wasn't portrayed as that. You know, what happened to the African model that was promoted everywhere back in the 90s? I forgot her name. She was straight from Africa. And they promoted the hell out of her. You know? But it's almost like you want to it's almost like you want to kick all the white people off of the TV who, let's face it, run the corporations and run the media and run the radio stations. You want to kick all the biracial or mixed breeds of black women off of the TV because you feel like that's the only thing promoted, and oh, this is why black men don't really fuck with dark-skinned women, because all you see on TV is mixed races of women. Which on this video I'm saying that my first pick would be a dark-skinned black woman. But you know what, if I can't get that, fuck it, I will move on to a mixed race of woman or a white woman who may have features of a black woman or may have the bell pepper nose. I know a lot of light-skinned women who have African features. I know too many. And I know a lot of white women who have the booty and the brains and the wits and the swag. And they're not walking around here being dull and boring. They have a life. They're not making thousands of videos about why they're not successful in life. You know, some of them working regular jobs. Not all white people are rich. Not all Indian women are rich. Not all Asian women are rich. This is a lie. There are common people in the world. You know, I know a lot of black women want to say that a lot of these other races of women aren't common. A lot of these other races of women have hierarchies, and oh well, they come from wealth, and you know, they don't mess with a lot of other races of men. That's some bullshit. That's some total bullshit, because I know a lot of brothers who wouldn't be married right now. I know a lot of brothers who wouldn't be booed up right now with other races of women if that was the fucking case. It's all a fucking lie, people. It's all a lie. Because black women want to make it seem like, oh, it's just based on money. It's just based on how much you gross. That's not true for every woman on the planet. I'm sorry, that's not true. Is it true that you should be making money and making good money? Yes, it's true that you should be ambitious, but every woman is not looking for a handout. Like who? These entitled women. AKA who? Dark-skinned women, aka black women in general. But see, we can't bring up that fact, man. We can't bring up that. You know, a lot of these dark-skinned women, they are very entitled. They want everything on a silver platter without the work. Y'all want to cry, man. Y'all keep talking about black men up here crying, but y'all do the most whining and bitching and moaning. Nobody wants to hear that shit. With the countless dark-skinned women I see out here, and I mean beautiful dark-skinned women. Maybe y'all some ugmos. Maybe I'm not seeing the full picture here, because I haven't seen many of y'all photos, the ones who comment. I haven't seen what many of y'all look like, because y'all don't put up profile pictures, which that may be a good thing for you, because we won't roast the fuck out of you. But I'm just gonna throw a lifeline out there. I'm just gonna throw it out there and say that y'all don't look that great in the face. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Just a good guess. Maybe I'm right on target. But if that's the case, then you know what the problem is. It ain't about dark-skinned women not being promoted enough. It ain't about dark-skinned women have bell pepper nose or African features, or oh yeah, there's another one. Oh, they look too masculine. They're mad at black men because, oh well, you know, you black men look like us. When we look in the mirror, we both look like Morris Chestnut. We're too masculine looking for the media. You know, it ain't about that, man. Sometimes it's just, look, you're not physically attractive. Just like you tell the ELs and the classic men and the cream brothers, just like you tell them, just like you tell a light-skinned dude, oh, you're too pretty for me. You're too prissy for me. You're a bitch to me, light-skinned man. Just like you tell them that, you may just look like Lisa Jones, whatever her name is. You may just look like that. The black chick from Ghostbusters. You may just look like that. That may just be you. I'm sorry if that's the case. I mean, it is what it is. You cannot make countless videos. I mean, you're allowed to do whatever you want, but what I'm saying is you can't just sit here and cry and bitch and moan about something as trivial as being dark skinned when that, you know damn well that's not the deciding factor in anybody's success. When you see the countless dark-skinned women, the countless dark-skinned men still getting it, still making good in their lives, still not even looking for promotion, just doing it themselves. If you do want to do a dark-skinned magazine, that's fine. I'm not negating that. You want to make a business proposition out of this? You want to get your money up off of this? You want to use dark-skinned women's plight as a crutch for your monies? I'm not against that. I'm not even saying that. But what I'm saying is, you got all these dark-skinned actors, actresses, the Gabrielle Unions, and you got even Whoopi Goldberg, Tay Diggs, Morris Chestnut. You got so many examples. Tyson Beckford. You want to complain about dark skin, having dark skin being the plight of your life. I understand social engineering. I understand racism. I understand white supremacy. But I see dark-skinned women with those white folks. The so-called white supremacists. So I don't understand what the deal is. I don't understand what these videos are about. I don't understand what I'm feeling sorry about. I don't understand why we should feel sorry for these so-called entitled women when most of these entitled women are forcefully dating interracially, forcefully going into these fields that they know damn well is white owned. But see, black women, they always want to change shit. They always want to change the format, change the game. They always want to say, well, you know, you ain't got enough you ain't got enough dark-skinned women in that music video, Wale. You ain't got enough dark-skinned women in those videos, Lil Wayne, Young Berg. But thanks to y'all, Wale is making more black conscious music right now. He's promoting y'all, ladies. He's making videos with dark-skinned women now, ladies. Are you happy now, ladies? Are you entitled women happy now? I think his next album is going to be dedicated to y'all. Are you happy? I don't think you're going to be happy. I think you're going to continue making more videos about feel sorry for dark-skinned women because it promotes you. You are using this as a crutch. For the life of me, I don't know any dark-skinned women in my life. I don't know any dark-skinned women in my life who has a tough time out here maneuvering and doing what they have to do and being successful at anything. I've never sat up here once and said dark-skinned women were ugly. Me, myself, personally. Do I like white women and other races of women? Yes. When I'm attracted to them. Yes. If they have nice curves and they have sexual attributes that I like, yes, I do like them. But I said my first choice was a dark-skinned woman. Or dark brown. Or dark shade of black woman. I did say that. And I will always say that. And it's not because I feel like she's entitled to me and my money and my fame and my power and my possession or whatever I acquire in life. It's because that's what I like personally. And everybody has something they like personally. And if you are mad at media for them promoting themselves, which media is basically white or Jewish or whatever European. If you're mad at them for promoting themselves because that's what they are, and that's silly. That's silly. Why are we mad at a TV? Why are we mad at a radio? We know what they do. Then you want to get mad at the so-called ELs and the classic men. You're not mad at the Ray Rays and Pookies. You're not mad at the so-called thugs and bad boys and players, but you're mad at the men who are in those corporate offices because, oh, well, y'all didn't put us on a pedestal. Y'all didn't entitle us. We're supposed to be entitled because we're dark-skinned women. We're dark-skinned women and we want to be promoted. I've seen so many videos of y'all crying. I've seen so many videos of y'all boo-hooing about being dark-skinned. It's pathetic. That's another reason why nobody wants to ride with y'all, because y'all crying about nothing. This is nothing. Then y'all want to sit up there and say, well, the black man's plight ain't worse than the dark-skinned woman's plight. Really? We get locked up for a simple phone call y'all make to the feds or the police to come get our asses. We ain't even did nothing to y'all. Y'all can go anywhere in any state and go to the police and say y'all been harassed, and they'll come looking for our black asses. So our plight is not worse than y'all's. You know our lives can be over in a second because of one phone call y'all make. You know child support can eat us the fuck alive. We got more things to worry about than bell pepper noses, and if we ain't got the right makeup on or our dress don't fit. We got more problems than that. We got to worry about getting hired and even getting a high paying job, let alone whether we look good. But see, this is all women like to focus on. They like to focus on who's prettier than the next one, and why white women don't like us. Why white women don't like dark-skinned women promoted in the media. Maybe because they're not dark-skinned. Why would they? It's called competition, you idiots. Why would they promote you? Why would they want to promote you? Why would white women want to do that? Why would any other race want to do that? When they have their own beauty standards, when they have their own race. Why would they want to do that? Like I said, everybody has their own personal preference. Everybody has their own personal like. You know, everybody has their own personal love for whatever they love and like. And me myself personally, I don't go against other races because, well, you don't like all women and that's wrong. Y'all should love all women because all women are God and God is, you know, I don't get into all that shit. Because everybody is an individual. And it's a waste of my time. It's a waste of your time to try to force this shit. We need to worry about what we need to do in life and how we need to further ourselves in life. If that is promotion of dark-skinned people, dark-skinned women, dark-skinned men, do what you got to do. But don't expect the race as a whole to care about that shit, because a lot of us are moving forward. We're moving on. We're moving past this color shit. This colorism, whatever you want to call it. We're moving past this. That's not even an afterthought for some of us. But this has been another Debunking Black episode. Debunking Black dark-skinned women. Hashtag Debunking Black. Hashtag Civil War. Hashtag Mr. You Know Who It Is. Share it. Comment. Favorite it. Subscribe. I'm out. Peace.